The D-Day is here, the grand finale of Tech Up Ekpe. We're excited, the kids are excited, and the Scratch and Web students are right here in the hall preparing for their presentation. It's been 2 weeks of intensive training, and now is the time to tell the world that they have learned something during the Tech Up Ekpe program. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Because of you, we have been able to do this. Python and robotics students are not left out. They are also getting prepared for their presentation. We can't wait to see what these kids have in store for us. It's been an amazing moment at Tech Up Ekpe. Thank you for staying tuned.
When I came newly to Rubies Tech Foundation for this training, I started with web, but then I realized that Python is what I should have gone for, and I am happy that through the advice of the tutors here, I was able to make the right decision for going into the Python class, and it has really helped me because the knowledge I gained here, I've tried over and over again to learn it on my own, but thanks to the outstanding and excellent tutors here, they helped me to be able to achieve even more than I thought I would be able to.
Technology has to be consistent. Once you start, you have to keep on improving on it. Don't just stop that I've done 2 weeks and that is the end. No, this is the robot. As you can see, it is moving. So this robot, as it is, we can just let it to be going to anywhere we want it to go. We can say that it should go to a place that is 1,000 inches, 1,000 centimeters, then it should come back, then it should make 360-degree movement. You see, because it sees an object, it moves away from it. You see, when it gets to that bottle, it moves away from that bottle because that bottle is an obstacle. Then it turns 120 degrees.
Welcome to Tech Up Ekpe, and we are here on the final day of the project, and we are here with one of the parents. Can we get to know you, ma?
My name is Mrs. Olaiton Mercy, and I'm the mother of Daniel Olaiton.
So I would like to ask, how has been your experience with your child learning this particular program?
You know, before now, I'm just trying to introduce him to getting familiar with using the laptop especially. But when I got to hear about Rubies coming to Ekpe, and then I enrolled him. In fact, I had to go and bring him all the way from Ogun State to be present for the program. And it's been an awesome experience. You need to see him get home after the lectures. He's always on the system, designing things. And like this morning before he came here, he was actually working on a particular project. And I asked him, what is it? He explained what the project was to me. And I can actually say if there are advanced classes for this, I'm ready to enroll him. It's been an awesome experience and he's doing quite well.
Wow, so good to hear that. And I would like to ask again, what will you advise other parents that love their children to learn this kind of program? What will be your advice to them?
If you have a word that is still at home, that has not been introduced to coding, I think Rubies is the best. You need to get in touch with them and enroll your word to be on the platform. It's actually a good one. It's educative, and I can actually use my word as an example. He's doing quite well. And within the space of 2 weeks, I wouldn't have expected that kind of progress from him, but he's doing quite well.
Thank you so much. It's nice having you, ma.
Thank you too.
God, they brought this thing free to these kids in Ekpe. And with what I've seen, Ruby is going a long way, and they have started with the foot, and I know they will go a milestone with what I've seen today.
This is what people have been spending a lot of money to get. So, and it's coming to us here in Ekpe free of charge. So I determined that my child has to be a partaker of this, and I thank God for that.
So we're going to be starting with welcoming our parents. We want to say thank you for joining us. Time will not permit us to take your names, but we want to say thank you everyone for showing up for the kids. Thank you for supporting them. Thank you for making them being a part of this project. They are happy, and we are sure that you are happy too. And please stay tuned to the end of the program so that you can see what the children have for us. All right. So we want to show our parents one of the ways that we have tried to push through every of our obstacles. The truth is that the journey was not smooth for all of them. There were some of them that didn't even know how to press computers. They have never touched it before. And the journey wasn't easy. But gradually, step by step, we watched them grow from picking up the mouse to typing on the keyboard and then to becoming computer programmers. But we had a theme or something we usually tell ourselves that when it's hard, we're still going to push through. When it's tough, we're going to push through. So I want to give an example. I want our parents to see what we usually do to motivate ourselves. So guys, are you ready? All right, so let's be on our feet and out. What if it's too hard? Some people are not. Are we all ready? What if it's too hard? What if it's too tough? What if it's too rough? What if you're too young? What if you can't do it? Why? Because I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Why? Because clap for yourself, guys. All right, let's be on our seats. So this is how we motivate ourselves, that when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. So well done to everyone. Well done to all the keys, the Scratch students, the web development students, and the Python and robotics students. So right about now, I will be telling us who we are at Rubies Technologies. So, a lot of people have been saying, who are these people? Why are they here? Why Ekpe? What's going on? So we just want to talk more about who we are and the other things that we do. So Rubies Technologies is a social enterprise that has the mission to train and empower kids and teenagers with digital skills for global relevance. We do this through our various programs, both free and paid programs. So we have the Rubies Tech Foundation. The two major arms of Rubies Technologies is the Rubies Tech Foundation and the Rubies Code School. So at Rubies Tech Foundation, we have the mission to train indigent and students of low-income communities with tech skills. We do this through our various online and physical programs. Earlier this year, we had a free Python training online in February. We also had a free Scratch training online in April. And here we have for our milestone project that takes up every year at Ekpe. It was also held in Ogbomoso last week. It took place in Ogbomoso for a week. So this is a major milestone project by the Rubies Technolgies Foundation. So this program is fully sponsored by Rubies Technologies Foundation and some of other sponsors like Python Software Foundation, the Co-Ventures, and also the Education District 3 for giving us this venue for free. So what Rubies Tech Foundation does is organize free programs every year, both online and physical. So if you always want to be a part of these programs, you can always stay tuned on our social media pages on Instagram at Rubies Tech Foundation. We are also at Rubies Tech on Instagram and on Facebook, on YouTube. That's what we do at Rubies Tech Foundation. Rubies Code School is an online coding school for kids and teenagers between age 5 and 19. So this is a school for those who are interested from moving from zero test skills to full-fledged technological proficiency. So what we do at Rubies Code School is to train you like your regular school with our curriculum. We have a 5-year curriculum that allows kids to move from zero test skills to becoming experts at it. And you can also enroll into our short programs. To know more about our programs at Rubies Code School, visit our website at rubiestech.org/programs. You can also check us out on Instagram at Rubies Code School. We are also on Facebook at Rubies Code School. So Rubies Code School, this is for parents who are interested in giving a follow-up to this program. You want your kids to continue with a proper structured curriculum Rubies Code School is the school for you. Our programs are actually at discounted price for Nigerians. And we have some programs going on right now, especially if your child is just concluding WAEC. You can help them to make the most of this time by enrolling into the intensive 6-month intensive boot camp that's taking place for secondary school leavers. So you can visit our website or check us out on Instagram for more details about our programs. We also organize conferences at Rubies Technolgies Foundation. Earlier this year, we had Tech Educators Conference. We also had Parents Conference, and where we talked about how to raise kids in this digital age. So please check our website, check our social media pages to know more about our programs. So that's it about Rubies Technologies and Rubies Tech Foundation. And on that note, I want to welcome our parents, everyone, and the students, everyone who is right here. And I want us to give ourselves a round of applause. Okay, so so we're moving on to testimonials from students. So the students are going to be coming now to tell us their personal testimony. They are coming to share their personal testimony of how the journey has been so far. So I'm going to start with Yakini Elizabeth. Let's clap for her.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Yakini Elizabeth. I came here to join Rubies Tech to learn on how to use Scratch. So before I came here, I didn't know anything about Scratch. But when I got here, the teachers were putting me through, even the places I don't understand and the places that I was trying to get, but I was not able to get. And with them, I was able to create different stories, different games that children use to educate themselves. So Scratch will be helping you to teach your children. It's for children's animated things that can help your children in different things. And the teachers have already taught us how to use it in an educative manner. Thank you.
And my fellow colleagues here in this training. When I came newly to Rubies Tech Foundation for this training, I started with web, but then I realized that Python is what I should have gone for, and I am happy that through the advice of the tutors here, I was able to make the right decision for going into the Python class, and it has really helped me because the knowledge I gained here, I've tried over and over again to learn it on my own, but thanks to the outstanding and excellent tutors here, they helped me to be able to achieve even more than I thought I would be able to. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Alimi Manuela. So, this is my testimony. I'm a computer student. So we were once taught Python, and my teacher told me that Python is a very powerful programming language, that even those in the universities, that they are still learning about it. So when he was remarking about Python, I thought Python is something that's hard and difficult. But when I get here and through the help of the tutors, I now discover that Python is so simple than the remarks that the teacher gave to me. So I want to use this opportunity and privilege to thank all the tutors for their help and support. Thank you.
I'm sure that if I ask all of them to talk, they all have testimonies, they have a lot of things to talk about. It's been an exciting experience, and we'll be moving now to project presentation, the reason why we are here. So in this training, we had three major. The first is the Scratch programming language, which is a block-based programming language for the younger kids. And then we had web development and Python development. The Python students also had the opportunity to code robots using Python programming language. So all of this they are going to show you, and I want you to stay tuned and please clap for these kids. They've all done well. They've all done. We had yesterday day 8 and day 9 for every student to work on an individual project. So there's no student here that did not personally do something themselves, like without the help of their teacher. We told them to do it and they did it. But all of them cannot present. We just selected a few of them to present, but they have all done their projects and they've done well. Alright, so we'll be starting with the Scratch presentation. So I like the Scratch students. When you hear your name, just be on your feet. Maya Odukoya, Yekini Elizabeth, Aluko Tosin. Where is Aluko Tosin? Come forward. Then we have and we also have Ajayi Oluwabukorami. So Ajayi Oluwabukorami is going to be the first person. She's just going to talk about one major programming concept that they've learned while the others prepare to show their project. Let's clap for Bukorami.
Hello everyone, my name is Ajayi Bukolami. I'm here to talk about algorithm. Algorithm are step-by-step instructions given to the computer to follow. And some algorithms given to the computer include how to make your sprite talk, how to make your sprite walk, how to make your sprite move from different places on the screen, and many more. And also, anytime you are making a code, you must always make sure and remember that your code is specific for your sprite to work it out very well. And also, when you don't make a specific code, when you press your green flag to start, the sprite will do what you asked, but it will not do it in the right way. Thank you.
Stand up.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Odukoya. This is one of the projects I did on my own. It is about school. The teacher is greeting the student and the student are also answering. They're having mathematics, probability. The student is solving it, even though they have not taught them. That's it.
Alright, so Sumaya has just shown us a project. She created a story of a teacher and a student conversing, and the student was asked to work on a particular mathematics calculation, and we could see when the numbers were moving to solve it. So we see coding does not just allow kids to learn how to write programs, but they also learn to be very creative and apply their creative thinking to other aspects of their lives. Can we clap for Sumaya once again? Okay. All right. So the next person is Oyeni. Let's clap for him.
Good morning to you, everybody. My name is Sumbi Oyeni. I am here to present to you one of the projects I've made so far myself through the help of the teachers and Scratch. This is the card there is my sprite. I used the letter that forms stairs. I made them to form stairs. Then when you press the green flag, the card will work on each letter, and once you get to any letter, the letter will be pronounced, and at the end of everything is going to pronounce stairs.
They're learning to apply coding into their personal and other areas of their lives. So can you tell us what area this particular project is helpful?
It helps children that don't know how to spell and pronounce well. It helps them to get better in their pronunciation and spellings.
Wow, thank you so much. Grant it. So you see, solving a problem for kids who can't even pronounce words. We've seen these kind of things on tablets, and see what Oyeni just did with Scratch in just 2 weeks. Can we clap for him once again? All right, so the next person is Aluko Tosin. Aluko Tosin, can you come forward? Let's clap for her. Okay, this is Josie actually. Okay, don't worry, you come back. So let's go for Josie. Let's clap for Josie. Tell us your name and your project.
Okay, my name is Bamidele Joseph, and I'm here to learn Scratch. I came here 2 weeks ago to learn more about computer, and I decided to learn Scratch. So here they have been teaching us a lot of things about Scratch, and I decided to make my own project of a game. So the game is about a monkey chasing bananas. When it touches the banana, it's going to say game over. So the main reason I created the game is to help toddlers who feel bored to maybe to start playing it and feel more interested in things.
And this is between monkey and banana. What's monkey's best food again? Yeah, and just look at what it just put out for us. So this game will be helpful for, who are those that can use your game?
Toddlers, babies, and so.
Yeah. All right. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. We still have a lot more to show you. So, but before we continue, I would like to specially give a shout out to the following people who are in our midst. The first person is Mr. Daudu Ero. Can we clap for him? Is Mr. Daudu here? Please, you can stand and let's clap for him. Okay. The second person is the acting director of the ICT Last Word, Lagos State. It's always the same person. Can we clap for him? It's such an honor to have you in this place. The acting director, ICT, Lagos State University of Education. Thank you so much, sir, for gracing the occasion. Okay, and so to the principal of Ogunmodede Senior School, Secondary School, in person of Mr. Orwelaja. Can we give a round of applause for him? All right, he's the principal of the school and is one of the people who have made this all available for use. Can we clap for him once again? Okay, do you want to see more projects? Do you want to say, let me ask you, do you want to see more projects? Okay, so now to Aluko Tosi. Let's give her a round of applause.
My name is Alikoto Chisom. I am from Rubies Tech Scratch Department. I want to show you one of my projects I made with a chicken. The chicken jumps this. Whenever I touch the line, it shows game over. Whenever I reach the end, it shows you win. I use my blocks, which is when clicked, I use my arrow key. Thank you.
So you just made a game, right? How do you feel doing this yourself?
I feel happy.
So is mommy here? Okay. So the first day you did scratch yourself, how was it?
Angry. Sad.
You were sad. Why?
That is what's hard.
It was hard. Or is it still hard?
No.
Let's clap for
Ah. You see these young children doing great things. She also made an awesome game using Scratch. Thank you, Tosin. You can have your seat.
Stand up for the champions, for the champions.
Our project. Okay. So before that, we have a special guest in our midst, in person of Mrs. Ayeola A.O. of the O.O. Please can you rise to your feet? Let's clap for her. Mommy has a beautiful smile. Thank you for joining us. Okay, she's the Assistant Director of Education, Lagos State. Let's clap for Mommy once again. Okay, until to the final project on Scratch, we have Yakini Elizabeth. Please give her a round of applause. Clap for her now. Is she not beautiful? It's so nice to see a beautiful girl coding on Scratch, right? Building things.
My name is Yakini Elizabeth. So I did a project on Scratch using what the teachers taught us to do it. So I used the background. The background I use is a sky. In the sky, a cat will be flying. As the cat is flying and is taking a candy, it has to do everything in 5 seconds because that's the time I used there. And as it's taking the candy, it's taking score. I used my variable to do my score. I also used my variable to do my time. Then I made the cat say time to fly when you clicked it at the beginning. And once your time is out, it will show game over.
Me too. We saw it by ourselves now. We are testimonials to see that these kids can actually do. All right, let's give a big round of applause. Okay, so right about now, I want to make a quick announcement. If you need water, raise your hand and someone is going to attend to you. If you need to drink water, raise your hand and somebody is going to attend to you. Secondly, we all know Mr. Milolua, right? Do we all know Mr. Milolua? Alright, there's somebody, Mr. Milolua, on the first day of Teko. You won a gift from Mr. Milolua. Who is that person? Was it Ife? Okay, it was you. Alright, go out and meet Miss Temi. Go and meet her now. Are you the next? Is the next? Okay, after your presentation. Okay. Alright, so the next presenter is Ifeoluwa Jose. Let's clap for him.
Good day, everyone. My name is Ajose Ifeoluwa. This is one of the websites I copied to build. I built this using HTML and CSS. And this is one of the websites that's familiar with some of you, Piggyvest. If you Google that on your phone, you see this login dashboard. If you Google Piggyvest login dashboard, you see this, and this is what I built using HTML and CSS. So I'd like to show you some of the codes that I used. I titled my page Piggyvest. I linked it to the CSS, so I gave it a class and others. The class, and I designed the class using my CSS. I gave it a background color. I gave it width, display, margin, and so on, using the CSS properties. Thank you.
Joseph Jumoke, let's clap for them.
Good day, everyone. My name is Ajose Olajumoke. I'm from web development class. I created this Google sign-in page using the HTML and the CSS. So I gave it a background color of white. Please, can I see my HTML? And I aligned my items to the center, and I gave it a border, I gave it padding, and I put in the words that are supposed to be there and so on.
So what's the full meaning of HTML?
Hypertext markup language.
Let's clap for her. So this is the Google sign-in page, right? What motivated you to believe you can do it yourself?
At first, I was doubting if I could do it, but when I saw others doing a lot of things, so I made it up that I would do it.
All right, let's clap for Jumoke. Okay, so one of the other skills that the kids have acquired during this bootcamp is collaboration and teamwork. You know, she was inspired by seeing what others are doing, and that made her courageous and say, if they can do it, I can do it as well. Let's clap for her. So right about now, I would like to specially give a shout out to every single parent here. So I want every parent to stand up, and we're going to sit, and all the students are going to stand up. Everybody on your feet. Everybody on your feet. So let's clap for our parents. Let's clap for them. Clap for your parents. Say thank you, mommy. Thank you, daddy. Thank you, mommy. Thank you, daddy. All right, give us a round of applause and sit down. Thank you so much for being a part of this. So the other time, I gave a shout out to the principal of Ogumodede School in Essential. I'm glad to tell us that he's here present with us. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's clap for him. Okay, Daddy wants to say a few things.
Good morning, everybody. I'm so happy to be part of this lovable program. Well, they have mentioned it all. We are now in 21st century. And don't be surprised that it is happening in Ogumodede Senior College, Epe here. When you get to the gate, you see there. Most of us will just pass Ogumodede, but we don't know what Ogumodede carries. You're coming inside now, you know what it carries. Now, most of the children that are here today, I'm so proud. I know anywhere you see them, they are different human beings. What they have done, we are sending them back to the community to impact the community. And as I'm telling you now, I got to the office, I got an invite again from Lagos that we have to be somewhere on Monday again. And I'm glad to tell you that according what we are seeing here, we are number 5 in Lagos State when it comes to robotics. I know most of us, we don't know. We had a challenge last 2 weeks, and the challenge is there is a girls robotic challenge that going on. But most of our robotic engineers, I call them engineers, they are boys. I had to tell my ICT teacher that they should bring in girls now for me because there is a challenge on robotic. The good thing about this thing is this: we are world class. We are what? World class. Parents that are here, please encourage your students, encourage your words when you get back home to build on this thing. This is the engine in the world now, ICT. Take it or you leave it. Gone are the days that you have to acquire a lot of degrees before you become somebody. Now, at the comfort of your room, while eating your biscuits, you can be making dollars. You can be making dollars. I will tell you my own story. I facilitated during the COVID period. You know, we are not allowed to go anywhere. I didn't know. So later in the evening, I received a call, and I thought it's all this 419. They now said I should send my number, my account number, and everything. I sent my number 210-3347-335 first bank. They laughed at me. They said, "No, sir, you have to send a domiciliary account." I said, upon my education and everything, that will be the first time I will hear domiciliary account. I never knew that if you do something, you have to, there's an account you can just pay straight from anywhere in the world. I know all of you see me, you believe, I didn't know it. I facilitated, I was happy that somebody was even calling me to do something during COVID because I was locked at home. Lo and behold, $150 was paid into that account. Courtesy my friend, I had to quickly open it at Skybank. They said I can do it online and everything. What I'm telling you in essence is this: right from this moment, what they have impacted these people with, they can be earning money. They can make everything to be easy for you if you encourage them properly. Check them. You yourself learn from what they are doing. Not that they have been to what they did in the last 2 weeks. What's the law? Here in Nigeria, we are so particular about paper. I have a very big file. I have a lot of cardboards there. I call them cardboards. PLCDs, MLCDs, chapter this and that. But my sister, now in the world, those paper qualification is no longer the thing. Some of us, when we enter into airplane, it's computerized. If you are not computer literate, you won't be able to do it. I travel once. When we got in there, I was just looking everything here, blank. It's only buttons that is there, including the toilets. I'm telling you, including the toilets, it's only button. When I don't know what to do because I'm used to not knowing that it's the button that I'll just press, the one that will just bring it down and everything. And everything, it will tell you, thank you. So what we are telling you, parents, please, when you leave, encourage the students. Let them build upon this thing. It's good that we started very early like this. If you go to Japan, these kids, they are the next level of generation. But in Nigeria here, we are training adults that are already going. That is why we have ministers that are 70 years old. Yes. I was looking at those people they are swearing in. I hold my head. I said, it's not possible for Nigeria to develop. Yes. These are the people now. But they are the next generation. These are the people that can think very fast. Those old people who are putting there, they have one health challenge or the other. They can perform at optimal level. Pick a 17-year-old boy. You know how best. A very good example, I'll just tell you, look, use the bank technology. Bank will tell you between the age of 21 and 25. That is their catchment area. I will tell you the reason why. 21 to 25, they don't think about anything again. All they want to make is money. Bank will put the money down there and they will give you targets. That you can bring in 200 million, we make you the manager. You see all these young guys doing different things. Yes, so you won't go home. That is why you'll be at home, you'll be receiving alerts at night. It's the work of all these small boys. So please encourage them financially, morally, check what they are doing. But the last thing is this thing we are holding is a tool that can turn the whole country upside down. And it's a tool that can take the country up. Always monitor your children. Make sure they are using it positively. There are a lot of negativity inside it. But if you encourage your children, if you take care of them, if you follow them positively, they are going to make an impact. And I see these children winning awards for the family, for the community, and for Nigeria as well. For the organizer, I say thank you. We are looking forward again. Next holiday, we will come back to this place again. I will give you another set. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I wrote it down, then I styled it. Then I styled it with my CSS using different properties such as margin, top, border bottom to give it the lines, and background color to give it the color that it has. But I want to give a big thank you to the Rubies Tech, because without them I would have not been able to do anything that I did right here. Thank you all.
Clap for Coinsola. So Coinsola, what's your advice to kids who haven't started coding yet?
I want to tell them that age is not a number, and whatever they put their mind to, they can do it and achieve it to the fullest.
Let's clap for her. What if you're too young? What if you're too young? What if you can't do it? Why? Because clap for yourselves. Okay, the next presenter is Lawal Musa. Let's clap for Lawal Musa.
Good morning, everyone. I'm trying to code this Facebook today. I could make Facebook, and I think I can make more and more. Yeah, at the Facebook, I even put an 5 icon. Everybody does not know what the 5 icon. This the background color of the body, that is gray, the height 100 pH. Then I have my input, inline block, position, absolute position, above. Then we have the button, background color blue. We have border, solid and 0.5 pixels. We have the color white, cursor, pointer. I have my H4, display, inline block, and font size 12 px. All the rubbish I wrote there, this is what I could get.
Let's go for Musa. So this is Musa trying to create the Facebook page. Does this look like something you've seen before? Yes, let's clap for him once again. So Musa, have you been using Facebook before now, or this is just your first time checking it out?
No, most every people use Facebook most of the time. I'll be using Facebook time without number. And I'll be wondering how did they do it? So with the help of Rubies Tech, now I get it.
So now you're excited that your curiosity, you've been able to understand how it is done. So you know what Mark felt like when he was building Facebook. Alright, let's clap for him. And to the final presentation, we web development, we have Salam Tolu. Let's clap for her.
Good day, everyone. My name is Sam Tolashe from the web class. I'm here to present my project, which was replicating a website. And as you can see, I replicated Just Niger website. I didn't just come across this. I did some things before this could pop out, which was my basic. I made use of the HTML and the CSS. And you all know what the HTML and CSS is. If you haven't known, let me let you know. The HTML, hyper markup text, hypertext markup language, is the skeleton of every program. It helps to hold your program irrespective of what you've done. You can see I made use of, it includes tags. You can see so many tags, numerous tags, and I linked my CSS to my HTML. And the CSS is mainly for styles and colors. Right? You can see I made use of CSS properties. You can see my body. You can see the display rather. You can see the font style. You can see the background color. So many things there. The CSS properties, which helps to beautify my program or website. And I get my website again. And you can see I made use of borders. I made use of background color. You can see the background color black. I made use of colors. You can see them white. I use of numerous things there which related to this, and now this is my result. Thank you.
Come back now. Let's clap for her. So, does mommy have a business or daddy, or is somebody at home into business? Yes. So, would you like to make a website for them? Can you do it? All right, let's clap for her. Okay. So the other time I gave a shout out to mommy, but we've not heard her speak. I would like her to also come and speak with us. Let's clap for her.
Good morning, parents. Good morning, students, and Rubies Technologies. Well, I want to say a very big shout out to Ruby for this innovative technology of Catch Them Young that they brought to Ekpe. In fact, it's a very laudable program. And in fact, when I saw the flyer and the advert, I said definitely my son must partake in this thing, because I know that coding is not something that you can just get cheaply anywhere. So for Ruby to bring it down to Ekpe free of charge for these students, in fact, kudos to them. And I've seen what they did within these 2 weeks, the past 2 weeks. My son was not even around on Friday and Monday, but when he was leaving for the vacation, he had to tell one of the students that anything that they are going to do on Friday and Monday, that they should communicate to him. And all through the weekend, he was busy doing something on the system. So which I know that they really captivate him. They caught his attention, which is one of the beautiful things about Rubies Technology. They have wonderful tutors that were able to come down to the level of the students. They were able to interact with them. They were not harsh. You know, when you are able to carry as small as 8-year-old along, and you're able to communicate effectively with them. In fact, Rubies Technology, you have wonderful tutors. Congratulations to you on that. And when you look at the world we are in now, I want to implore, people have said, the world is no longer about paper. No. It has to do with technology, buttons. And the only way we can encourage these students is to put them on so that they can follow up with what they have started. Technology has to be consistent. Once you start, you have to keep on improving on it. Don't just stop that I've done 2 weeks and that is the end. No, you still have a lot to do, and with that, the sky is the limit for the student. Even me as a parent, I'm always on my laptop and system, anything I want, any new thing that I want to bring to the class, I will Google. I will go online to check, to see, so that you always be at the top of everything, which is very, very good for today's world and the next world to come. So technology is the in thing now. Thank you very much.
Encouraging speech. So the final team, this team are like 2 in 1 because they learned how to code and they also made their code to make a robot work or do a number of things. So these guys will be coming to showcase their projects, and I want us to give them a round of applause. So I have Taiwo Treasure here. He's going to introduce us to what robotics is, the importance, and then we'll get right into it. So let's start for Treasure.
Good morning all. My name is Taiwo Treasure. I'm in the robotics class. So today, last week, we started learning about robots. So robotics is about building robots. Then a robot, what's a robot? A robot is a programmable machine. So nowadays, we know, if you look at the States, the United States of America, we will see that they do not usually do things by themselves again. They will do things using robots. Like we watched a video last week about a cooking robot. Then we watched another about a robot that clean the ocean. Because nowadays, if we want to do things on our own, it will be very hard for us. So when we're building our robot, there's 2 parts to building the robot. There's the hardware part, then there's the software part. So the hardware part will couple the component, the things that is needed for the robot to be like a robot. It's skeleton, let's just call it skeleton. So its body will build it. Then the software part, we use a programming language called Python to program it. That is what make it to move. That is what make it to do what we want to do. So shortly we are going to be showing you our code, then what we would like the robot to do. So these are robots. It's a Lego robot. So this is the robot. As you can see, it is moving. So this robot, as it is, we can just let it to be going to anywhere we want it to go. We can say that it should go to a place that is 1,000 inches, 1,000 centimeters. Then it should come back. Then it should make 360-degree movement. So we are going to show that shortly. So it is going to move 1,000 feet forward. Say inch rather, not feet. Then it will move 1,000 inch backward too. Then after it's done, so we are going to show you a part about the sensor, because You know that there are some vacuum cleaners that when they are cleaning, when they get to a part where there is an object, they'll just move away from it. So we are going to tell this robot to do the same. That when we put an obstacle at the front, it is going to avoid the obstacle by moving away from it, by moving 120 degree away from it too. You see, because it sees an object, it moves away from it. You see, when it gets to that bottle, it moves away from that bottle because that bottle is an obstacle. Then it turns 120 degree. So this is all thanks to Rubies Technology.
So can you just raise the robots up, like stop it from moving and so that others can see the stuff that, show them the sensor, let them see the sensor.
This is the move that is used for making it move. While there's the brain of the robot, that is where all the programs go into that makes everything happen.
Clap for them, let's clap for them. Can you just quickly project the codes as well? So all this thing is not just working, they have written the codes for it to work and they can just show us the codes. So they also learned how to use Python and they created other projects using Python. So we have a team of the ladies, they're not just all guys, we have ladies in their group and they'll also be coming to show us the projects they've made. So let's start for the ladies. So this is the project for your Lego, right? This is the project. Can you show us where it's turning right, left, 20 degrees, 30 degrees? Okay. Alright, we can see.
So that's the code about the obstacle. We will see there that when it come pull up a little. Yes, obstacle sensor. So when it gets to any obstacle, that line 25. So when it gets to any obstacle, it will move away from it. So this that's about the obstacle. So we are going to show you our code on the movement too. Okay, scroll down later. So this is the code we did on the movement. So the left motor, that's the left wheel. It is connected to the B port in it, and the right motor is connected to the C port. So let's go down a little to check more on it. So we programmed it that it should take it should go straight. That's we see straight there. That's line 30. That it should go straight 100 inch, 1000 inch rather. Then it should give a beep sound. That is beep. Then it should go back 1000 inch. Then it should give a beep sound. Then after it has done that movement front and back, then it should turn 360 degree. Then when it's turned 360, then it should go back. That means it should turn again back to its previous position. So that's on our.
Everyone. My name is Emmanuel Daniel. morning, everyone. My name is Salio Adams,
and we are here to present our project on Python. And the name of our project today is called the name of our project is called a guessing game.
Can you run it, please? As you can see, it's still loading. So this is guessing game. Hello there, please enter your name.
Just enter it.
Then it says, you are welcome, Mr. or Mrs. Emmanuel, to the guessing game. Please enter a number between 1 to 100.
Let's guess a number.
From the audience. 20. Can you see? It says you guess too high. Please guess low. And it says 4 trials remaining. Yeah.
Particular number.
8. Let's load. It's still loaded. It's there. Let's load.
Take out. Okay, sorry. Again, please enter a name. Okay, enter a number from 1 to 100.
8.
Okay, you can guess low, please guess higher.
15. Guess too low, please guess higher. It's between 1 to 100.
Random number from 1 to 100.
You guess too low, please guess high.
2 trials left.
80.
You guess higher. Guess. You guess too low, please guess.
1 trial remaining.
Answer is 75.
Would you like to retry? Yeah. Yes, Nick. Good luck once again. So, we should another number of 1 to 100. 63.
You guess too high.
Yes, ma'am. I think it's not correct. I think, yeah. I think that. Okay.
I think please the code.
Yeah, as you can see, that's the code for the game. When you see, that's the variable name, guessing game. That means the name of the game. Then we decided to make the test builder by using all these properties. Then we said name equals to, can you please input your name? That's the name input. When you input your name, then it will tell you, you are welcome, Mr. or Mrs., the name that you input there. So from that place, we then import a random number. We tell the computer to import a random number for us. So after that, then we put a sound. Like when you lose, because the computer is not connected to the speaker, that's why it won't play. Then we said retry equals to true. That means if you want to retry, then we said the random number should be between 1 to 100. So after that, you after a beep, then we said the maximum range must be 100, then the minimum range must be 1. We said enter a number from 1 to 100. So if you enter and the number is greater than 100, you know we said between 1 to 100, and you put like 101, it will tell you your number is greater than the number expected, which is 100, and the program will be terminated immediately. too high, please get slow. And if it is lower than the random number, then it should tell you it gets too low, please get high. What if it is now the same, is equals to the random number, then it should tell you that you won, you were able to beat this game in the number of trials that you tried. Then it should play the sound, you know. Thank you, brother.
All right, let's clap for them. Let's clap for them. Okay. So before we have the next presentation, we have the honor of one of our tutors who trained the kids on web development. In the person of Mr. Jude, he's also going to come and talk to us and give us more insight to why all of this we're doing is important. Let's clap for Mr. Jude.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay, so my name is Jude Agbola, and I'm an alumni of this school, and I graduated in 2013. So during my time, I didn't have access to a lot of all these things, right? And I'm really happy that these students have the privilege. So this is directed mostly to parents to give them the opportunity to be able to grow. If they need a laptop, some of them have a lot of interest, right? You'd see some of them will be disturbing you for laptop. I think you should buy it for them because you won't regret it at the end of the day. So I started all of these things when I was in the university, 100 level, and by God's grace, I've been able to, get a lot of international opportunities. I've been able to do well for myself and my family, and I think it's something you should do for your children as well. So if they need data subscription, if they need a laptop, please try and get it for them, So you see them practicing on their laptop. Sometimes give them time. Some of them have laptops already. So give them time, give them the opportunity to be able to learn this thing, because it doesn't end here, right? This is just a very short program. It's a 2 weeks program. So it requires continuous learning. They have to be on their feet, constantly learning these things, because it changes from time to time. So you need to keep understanding all of these things. So please give them the opportunity to be able to grow, to be able to make you proud. So that's the very short speech I want to give. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. My name is Salam Tile.
Good everyone, my name is Emmanuel too.
Good day, everyone. My name is Waji Abduladim. I am here to present calculator, which is basic.
We call this basic calculator. So please help us on
the code.
So it says, hi dear, nice to see you. Welcome to our basic calculator. So enter your name. Welcome, Emmanuel. The entire team of market design is choose to welcome you on board. Emmanuel, what would you like to do? Would you like to do a basic calculation? Yes or no? So you say, Emmanuel, select operation below. So number 1 is addition, 2 subtraction, 3 multiplication, 4 division. So choose anyone. Addition. That's number 1. So enter first number. Your first number. 22. Second number 45. So that's it. Hey. Put your name. So 22, 16. We are very sorry. So 22. So that's the correct answer. Just that singular code can destroy. So just what you want. Yes. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Did it run again? So you can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and yes. Okay, so once you choose maybe addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. That's number 3. First number now. 16. 755. That's the answer now.
The answer.
No, no, no. So thanks for visiting our quiz calculator. We look forward to seeing you next time.
I want to explain the code.
So this is the code. This actually was working. So we define a variable add, that's x on our right. So she returned it back to the code. So scroll up. So for subtraction, multiplication, and division, scroll up. So
Its name. It's going to ask you that is name. Name is a variable name. That is input. Hi there. Nice to see you. Welcome to our basic calculator. Then enter your name. It's going to put welcome your name. Then enter the entire team of Mastech Design is free to welcome you on board. So it's going to put your name that you select operation below. That is point number 1. That is point number 1 is for addition, then number 2 is for subtraction. It's going to put it, then you select it. Y2. This is the while loop. It's going to tell you that
the while loop is actually working for the code. So pick it up.
Input, enter choice. If it is 1, 2, 3, then you enter your choices here. If it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So if choice is 1, 2, 3.
What if it's too hard? What if it's too tough? What if you're just too young? What if you can't do it? Why? Because are you tired? If you're happy and you know it's a Rubies. If you're happy and you know it's a Rubies. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, but you're happy and you know it's a Rubies. Okay, so with a clapping ovation, I want us to welcome Miss Temiloluwa as she comes to speak to us. Let's clap for her.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Can I have your seat quietly? I don't want to hear anything. I want everybody seated. Please, can you have your seat? Can you sit somewhere? Thank you. All right. Good morning to our parents. Thank you for honoring our invitation. And thank you for giving us the opportunity to impact those kids. So my name is Temiloluwa, and I'm here on behalf of the Rubies Tech Board of Trustees for sponsoring and doing something amazing like this. I would like us to give them a round of applause. Please give them a round of applause. A big shout out to our Board of Trustees. I want to thank our team members, everybody, the volunteers that had supported this project. We didn't pay them 5 naira, and they all taught these kids from their knowledge without money. Let's give them a round of applause. To the team members too that left their family behind, and we have all been here for the past 2 weeks. It's been draining, but we give God the glory. At least we can see the result. It's not wasted. Let's give them a round of applause. So I'm here to just give a little charge to the parents and to the students. You know I don't like the noise and you keep making it. Just let me find you. We'll become friends. Yes. So dear parents, we might think that what's the next thing after now? It's just 2 weeks. When they leave this place, we don't have a laptop. They'll just forget everything. So I'm going to share my own story to encourage parents so that irrespective of what if your child didn't present, please when you get out don't say kilo share and we're back shaking dancing why it was so that's not the goal. You know, they learn differently, they understand differently, and some of these kids have probably been using systems at home, some of them even have laptops. So this is not the time to compare them with the little girl that came out and then she did so well. This is the time to now encourage them. If you have money to buy laptops for them, invest in them. It's an investment. So one of the reasons I don't want noise, please can you let me send those people outside? Hello. So this is the time to invest in them, because no knowledge is wasted. Before now, some of them, if they get a laptop, they don't know what to do with it. They'll probably play games and watch movies. But with these 2 weeks, it's just like a spark. When they see the laptop, even if it's their brother's own, they will know how to use it well. They will appreciate the value of this thing. So for me, I had a computer that I had access to every week, and I could use Microsoft Word, Excel, and all of that very well. So, and I didn't have the elder one to direct me. So I just said I wanted to go to school to study computer engineering, because I thought that everything I was doing on Microsoft Word, that was all of science. So I felt like, oh, I'm so good with science. That's lack of information. I didn't have that information that there's programming, I could build a website, I could build applications. So they are different from me now, because they will make better decisions. They will make informed decisions. Whatever your child wants to be, either they want to be a lawyer or a doctor, this computer has nothing to do with that. They will just be able to apply this to whatever they are doing. Like the robotics guy said, he said when you go to US, you know, my auntie was telling me that in UK, you just see 2 people there in some banks. The first person is directing you on how to use the system, and the other person is correcting issues with the system. So everything you're doing in the bank, you're paying in, you are making complaints, you're interacting with robots. And during COVID-19 in China, they had robots that were interacting with the client, with the patients. People were not interacting with them because of the virus. So the question is that, as a computer programmer now, I don't know anything about medicine. So how do I solve a problem for them? But if your child goes to university to study medicine, the child can easily apply the knowledge of technology, not just the simple one they've learned, but they can learn on their own. Even if you can't afford our paid classes, we're not yet to literally say, come to our paid classes. That's why we did everything for free. But if you can afford it, invest. If you can't, make sure they are using the right resources online. And for the students, many of you were playing all through. You didn't know that time, the clock is ticking, tick tock, tick tock, and now we are done. You didn't take these resources that you've gotten seriously. Anyway, it's never too late. This is another time for you to start learning again. There are so many resources online. For the web students, I know you were given assignments to visit W3 schools and many of those things. This is the time for you to continue practicing. For those of you that have mobile phones, we have introduced you to our community. You are going to see people that are younger than you. We have 5-year-old students in our school, 6 years old. You see what they are doing. In fact, as a matter of fact, tomorrow by 6 p.m., stop making noise. By 6 p.m. tomorrow, we are going to be having our community meetup. We do it every month. So parents, if you have internet, they can join with the phone. What are they doing there? They will listen to young people within and outside Nigeria presenting their project. They will say that what I'm doing, I'm still far. That will keep them going. And some of these things can be done on phones. So let's not limit the ability. As I was saying my story the other time, when I got to university, and then we were in our ICT class, then some people came and said, if you want to learn how to build a website, I'm like, website, so they can build websites. That was the first time I was hearing it. It was sounding so strange. So then I enrolled into the school and I started learning. I didn't have a computer system. So say I don't have an excuse. Say I don't have an excuse. There's no excuse for failure. My siblings know me. Once I say, why did you fail? And you're explaining 0. I don't want to hear anything. There's no excuse for failure. Because there are some people that didn't have what you have, but they are able to change their own story. Do you understand? So don't say my daddy cannot buy a laptop for me. I remember when we played a video for them, and some of them like, I had to tell them one of the story of one of them. It's not, some of them make a difference. You watch the video of those guys that got laptop at our last event. You might not be able to give a laptop today, but what if we ask somebody to fund us tomorrow? Are you going to be one of the students who pick for a laptop? So that's how you make the change. Some of you are so indisciplined, and I know your parents have do well, but you're just so you don't want to cooperate, you don't want to learn, you feel like you know enough. This is an opportunity for you to change your attitude, because people are watching you. People are watching you. So make best use of the opportunities you have been given. So when you get back home now, when you get mobile phones, you can use Scratch on your mobile phones. You can use W3 to code, even in Python and in web. So you don't have any excuse. Don't let your environment put your back to the ground. That was why Mr. Jude came here. He grew up in this same environment like you. He went to this school. Does he speak like he grew up in Nigeria? Does he speak like that? Does he speak like he grew up in Nigeria? No, but of course, example, he went to this Ogunbodede college. Did you hear him say that? Some of them were not listening. So you don't let your background put you on the ground. Say, I will not let my background put me on the my back on the ground. I will not let my background put my back on the ground. Say it again. So you can make the difference. You might be the change maker for your family. You can be the one to change the story. You're not too young. You saw Emanuela Mayaki. How old was she? Or is she? She's not 6. Emanuela Mayaki. Joshua Agwola. So you're forgetting so quick. But these are the people that you should look at online. Let them inspire you. At the age of maybe 10, I think that was when Emanuela started teaching coding. Teaching coding, not learning. Before you can teach something, it means you understand it well. So dear student, we might leave you today, but we don't expect you to stop learning. Some of you have laptops. Your elder brother's laptop. Make good use of it. Make good use of it. So I want you to stand up. Stand up, all of the students. So you have been saying, when we saying that, when you are standing, you don't need to make noise. So when Mr. Adejoke was calling that thing for you, you are saying it, but now I will be the one answering you. You say it with that understanding. So we are going to go. 1, 2, go. Okay, answer yourself. And then make, so this is how it's going to be. You are going to say what you're saying with understanding, because it's going to be hard. NEPA will not bring light. That's what the meaning of that when it's too hard. Your code will not run. Mommy might not give you money for data. What again? There's so many things that will make it hard. But when it's too hard, what will happen? When it's too tough, what will happen? What if I'm not good enough? So what does that mean? So you might go to a competition. Maybe some of you will take this seriously. And then you see a younger girl do better than you. Is she better than you? No, she probably started earlier. So this is not a room to compare yourself with each other. The Bible says that those that compare themselves with one another, they are not what? For those of you that know the Bible, they are not what? They are not wise. So don't compare yourself with anybody. Move at your own pace. So let's go now. 1, 2, go. Push. What are you saying? What if I'm not good enough? What if I'm too short? What if I'm too black? Why? Because I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Why? Because we can do anything we put our mind to. Give yourself a round of applause.
My name is Opekola Ifedayo, and with me here is Akinwa Joseph and
Taiwo
Treasure. So this code is basically a code in which is mainly built for teachers who want to determine the grade of their students based on the distinction or the credit value they set. So I'll need a volunteer from our parents. Sir, can you? Thank you, sir. Please give him the mic. So, sir, what's your name?
My name is Mr. Alene Pio from Okumodere Senior College.
Okay. Sir, please. There's not supposed to be space. Sir, please, if you want your student to have distinction, what's the lowest score you are going to use for them? before they can have distinction?
75.
75, please. And what's the highest score for distinction?
100.
100. So, and before they can get the credit, because if they don't see 50, okay? So that means the highest score for coins will be 74. 74. So now, what subject do you teach?
Yoruba language.
Yoruba. So let's say you're marking a script now, and the student scores maybe 69. Yoruba, 69.
That's credit.
Student has a credit. The code will tell you that the student has a credit. So you can press yes, so you will run the code. Since you are teaching Yoruba, so whatever score you have, you just enter it. Enter 76.
That's a distinction.
Yes. It's supposed to print the score is a distinction. So yes, then enter 42. 42. Student failed Yoruba because the score is below the lowest mark for credit. So thank you.
Okay, so you see all the things that when you go to your WAEC website or you want to check your results, these are just me YouTube of all those things, and these kids are doing it by themselves. Let's clap for them once more. Okay, moving on to the next group. Are you ready? All right, let's clap for the ladies. Let's clap for the ladies. Come forward.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alimi Manuela.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adebeso Timileni.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Morakin Ocho.
My name is Amos Julian.
So what we are doing here is converting height in centimeter to inches. It's usually used in mathematics. So what our code is all about is that if the user inputs the score or the number in centimeter, is going to change it from that centimeter to the inches. So any volunteer from the parents give us a number. 22. So we can see it's converted it to inches, which is 8.67 and 8.67. Sorry. So will you like to try again? Maybe you want to try again. You want to write another number to it. So if you want to try again, is giving option Y and N. Y means yes, Y N means no. So if you want to try again, you will input Y. So it will bring out the question again. Enter the height in centimeter. Another number. 74. So it converted it back to inches. 29.16. So will you like to try again? If you do not want to try again, then N no. Enter no. So also the next project is that alphabet, maybe in a name. Maybe my name is Emanuela now. I want to count the number of alphabets that are there. So type Emanuela. Height in centimeter. Will you like to try again? No. So the alphabet, maybe Emanuela now. Enter. That's why you saw it that will you retry, and you see yes or no. So why retry? Deborah is equal to int, input, enter the height in centimeter. That's the first question you saw when we ran it. So the inches, the formula for converting centimeter to inches is 0.394 times the Deborah is like a variable. So variable is a name or that we use to store data type. So instead of me using int input enter the height, so I just gave it like enter the height, maybe it's 20. So I've given it a variable of Deborah. So I do not know the score you want to enter. So the score you want to enter, it will times it with that Deborah because Deborah is the variable name. So print the length in inches, round inches by 2. So choose input. Will you like to try again? So if this the if statement comes in this word, if you choose yes, then the retry is equal to true. Else, if you choose no, the retry will turn to false. So when it's false, it will not be printing forward to see you next time. Thank you.
Teacher Jesus help us. Good day, everyone. My name is Olaleko Shemilo.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ochim Jeremiah.
Good day, everyone. My name is Thompson Joshua.
This code is just a timer that used to time something. Like when it run it 5 minutes. Okay. So to be timing it, like I use it in sports, football. It's a code that you can use in sport and games like football now. If you are playing football, they can time them like 90 minutes and for the ball. And there are some games that they time you. And if you pass that time, so you lose the game.
As we inputted the 100, it counts down from 1 minute and 1 minute and some seconds. It counts down. When it's over now, it will write something like over. It will write done. Sorry. These are codes that we use to create the timer. From number 1, we are supposed to put our play sound, but there wasn't time for us to put the play sound. That's why it wasn't playing any sound. And without the import time, it won't be working. The import time, and we define the countdown function and the def countdown. And YT, these are mainly the div mode here main. It's shared into 2 different parts and so on. After it finished counting, t-1, it count down. This minus mean it make it to count down 1 seconds, and this print after I don't know what happens, but this print after it's finished counting, it will write fine below. Thank you.
Alright, so the next person is Omolola Shemilo. Let's clap for Ms. Yetunde as she comes to present the certificate to them. Let's clap for her now. Okay, next person is Kasali Abduganiyu. Let's clap for him. Okay, just be on the queue. The next person is Taiwo Majijo. Taiwo Majid. Taiwo Majid. Next person is Ajayi Oluwabukolami. The next person is Raju Bolawan. All right. See how beautiful she is. The next person is Akinbolade Temple. Akinbolade, we have Okunola Mike. I like to. Okay, Akinbolade Temple. Alright, Olaide Shemilore. Go and take picture of me. Olaide Shemilore and Alukotomi Amarachi. Alukotomi Amarachi. Okay, Alukotomi. Okay, when you're done. Thank you, let's clap for more. He has never ever changed. He's the same today, just as he was yesterday. Clap for me now, am I not dancing? Okay, so we have the most well-behaved and attentive student in Scratch. Goes to Akinola Deborah. Where's Akinola? Our dancer. Okay, so I'll be calling Daddy to come present. Okay, yes, you'll also be presenting the gifts to her. Miracle, and my ears are filled with the blessing of the Lord upon my life, Baba. Jesus, so the next person is this person won a game, one of our game. You remember that game? Red, blue, yellow, purple. Do you remember the game? So our winner, you know the winner now. Salam Oluwaja Asimi. Let's clap for her. Clap for her now. Okay, that's you. Alright, so we have another diligent student here who was very diligent. She was asked to do they were all given an assignment, and she was the one that basically did the assignment and brought it the next day. She went out of the board. So that's Esho K. Rejoice. Let's rejoice. Let's clap for her. Alright, Daddy. Stays I got to be with the Lord of ancient my days. And Lord, I've been far away, I know you wanted it out, but the moon started serious, please. Okay, that is so.
I feel it coming in, I feel it in my bones. Heavily protected.
Salam to you. Let's clap for her. Let's clap for her. Clap now.
Jericho, let's come down. Jericho, let's come down. Walls come down like Jericho. Walls come down like Jericho.
Alright, the small beers in Python class. This is one class that is very dear to my heart. They are all exceptional. In fact, they are really wonderful and obedient children. But the award has to go to one person, and that person is Alini Emanuela. Let's clap for her. Let's clap for her.
Count to 3 and say a prayer.
Where is she?
Down for love and up for air.
Clap for her now.
Underwater, overjoyed.
Your daughter, wow. Take the children.
For a thirsty soul. Baptize me into your love. Oh, my spirit's overcome. Body, mind, and skin and bone. Love and make it known. Love and make it known.
Alright, so we have the overall most period student. But before I call that, I'll be giving my dancers too a gift. I didn't know what to listen to them. Alright, so let's start with Joseph. Let's clap for Joseph. Okay, so mommy, let's have you present. Where's the other boy, Emmanuel? Where's Emmanuel? Right. So okay, so this is the overall well-behaved students. This student comes early to class, and when he comes, the student, is well-behaved, well-mannered. There are many of them, but from the first day, always attentive, paying attention. If you've been looking at pictures and videos, this particular student has always. Let's clap for him now. Clap. Wow, mommy is here.
I'm the master of my CEO. The master of my CEO. I was broken from a young age, took my soaking into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took me, shook me, killing me. My message from the brain, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the.
Alright, don't go, mommy and Treasure, don't go.
Well, my word of advice to every child out there is that you should be focused. That everything you do, you should only have a goal in mind. That is to achieve the best, to do the best. And you should not be an outcast. You should not let other people opinion to judge you. Thank you.
I want to appreciate the organizer of this program and not the parents present here. And I want to thank you for the gifts. I pray that this program will continue to move forward. My advice to all the students is that they should listen to the good advice that I've been giving them. They should not ignore any one of them so that we will take them to right place. God will help all of you and we will succeed in your ramification in Jesus' name. Thank you so much. Alright, is Yakini Elizabeth. Let's clap for her. Alright, so the next person is Aruko Tomisi Chisom.
So I'd like to say thank you very much to our parents for releasing your children to come and learn and to come and benefit from this opportunity. And I would like to say thank you to you too. Can you clap for yourself? Are you not happy about your progress? Are you not happy about your progress? So clap for yourself once again. And at the same time, I want to say thank you to every of our volunteers, your trainers, Python trainers. Mr. Sam is not currently here. Web trainer, Mr. Jude, can you clap for him? The Scratch trainers, Miss Christina, Miss Joke, Miss Claire, can you clap for them? They really tried for you guys. Clap for them. I want to say thank you to everyone. I want to say thank you to our robotics trainer, which is Miss Joke and Mr. Sam. Can you clap for them too? And also, we'd like to say thank you to every of our sponsors, Python Software Foundation. We'd like to say thank you to them. Can you clap? Let's keep your hands together for them. We'd like to say thank you to Rubies Tech Foundation. Clap for them once again. And also, we'd like to say thank you to Open Model Day School. They give us these premises to use. Let's clap for them. Thank you so much. And I know that this particular training you've learned, it won't end here. It will continue, right? Am I right? You won't just close your system because, oh, this is the end of the program, I'm not going to do anything again. This is the beginning. Yes or no? This is the beginning for you. And next time we'll be seeing you guys or hearing from you guys. I want to hear good news and happy news about you guys. Thank you so much, everyone.
Here with me, I have Mrs. Ayola. We'd like to know you, ma.
Okay, my name is Mrs. Omotara Ayola. I'm an Assistant Director of Education in Lagos State under District 3. And I'm also a teacher. I teach at Tigboye Community Senior Secondary School and I teach geography.
So good to have you here, ma. So I would like to ask you, what is the impact of technology to the kids like what you've seen today?
Well, technology is the in thing. In fact, it is the future. And the future is even here right now. With what I saw today, in fact, I'm so happy that Ruby Tech brought this kind of innovation to Ekpe. This is actually a new thing. I myself have been familiar with coding. I've seen one or two adverts online. It's quite expensive. But looking at what Ruby does today, in fact, it's a great achievement for them because they brought this thing free to these kids in Ekpe. And with what I've seen, Ruby is going a long way and they have started with the foot and I know they will go a milestone with what I've seen today. So technology is in the in thing right now. The children, they are the future of the country, they are the future of the nation. So with technology, the sky is their limit.
Yes, ma, the sky is their limit, like you said. I would like to ask, what would be your advice to the kids and also to the parents as regards technology?
Well, with what I've seen today, children are more innovative, they are creative, they are great thinkers. So I believe technology being exposed to them at early age will surely take Nigeria to a greater height. They have a lot to do. With their imagination, they can put it to bear using technology. With the way they reason, we might think they are not knowledgeable, but they are very creative. Even the way they talk, there are a lot of things that they can bring forward using technology. So for the children, I will implore them not to stop with the little 2 weeks, whatever they have now. They should put more effort, they should study more, they should go into it for the future. I think you understand what I'm saying. They should move, in fact, they should, how will I put it? They should continue with what they have learned. Either they go online, either they do the physical study, but they should not stop where they are now. They still have a lot to learn and they should keep it up. And to the parents, I know it is tasking, but it is an investment for them. If they can put in more money, getting laptops, Android phones, giving them data. I know it is an investment that is worthwhile for them. So I will encourage parents to also, at least, they should look inwards, and one way or the other, they can at least help this student to attain what they want to attain. I think it will be better for them.
So nice to have you, Mrs. Ayala. Thank you so much, ma'am. Welcome to Tech Up Ekpe, and we are here on the final day of the project, and we are here with one of the parents. Can we get to know you, ma?
My name is Mrs. Olaiton Mercy, and I'm the mother of Daniel Olaiton.
So I would like to ask, how has been your experience with your child learning this particular program?
You know, before now, I'm just trying to introduce him to getting familiar with using the laptop especially. But when I got to hear about Rubies coming to Ekpe, and then I enrolled him, in fact, I had to go and bring him all the way from Ogun State to be present for the program. And it's been an awesome experience. You need to see him get home after the lectures. He's always on the system, designing things. And like this morning before he came here, he was actually working on a particular project, and I asked him, what is this? He explained what the project was to me. And I can actually say if there are advanced classes for this, I'm ready to enroll him. It's been an awesome experience, and he's doing quite well.
Wow, so good to hear that. And I would like to ask again, what will you advise other parents that love their children to learn this kind of program? What will be your advice to them?
If you have a ward that is still at home, that has not been introduced to coding, I think Rubies is the best. You need to get in touch with them and enroll your ward to be on the platform. It's actually a good one. It's educative, and I can actually use my ward as an example. He's doing quite well. And within the space of 2 weeks, I wouldn't have expected that kind of progress from him, but he's doing quite well.
Thank you so much. It's nice having you, ma.
Thank you too.
This is Odeyemi by name, and the name of my kids are William and Precious Odeyemi.
All right. I would like to ask you this. What has been the major changes you noticed between now, when your kids started, and to this present moment when they have to present their projects? What has been the major difference?
The difference is they never knew anything about computer. But since they started this, I'm really overwhelmed because they've been talking about this coding of a thing. And because of this, I'm really pushed to go and get them a laptop so that they can continue with it.
Right, ma. Thank you very much, ma. And the other question I will ask, what will be your advice to those parents that will love their kids to learn this kind of program?
I'll really advise them to enroll their child into Ruby's Code School, because they won't regret it. It's a journey they will never regret. They will keep talking about it.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Here with me, I have another parent that would like to talk about the impact they've experienced so far during the program and to the end of the program. Would like to know you, sir.
I am Ayodele Salam.
What's the name of your child?
I actually have 3 children here. One is Turuwalashe Salam. No, she did web design. Then I have Winner Salam also, that was in coding. Then I have a guardian, someone that was in my custody, Shioma Koncha, also in coding. So those are the 3 that were here.
All right, sir. So what has been the major difference you noticed between the beginning of the program and to the end of this program?
There are so many, but I think the major thing is that throughout this their break, they have been so busy, occupied, unlike before, they are ladies, they are girls. And they sometimes we expected girls to be so cool and calm, but they are the type that are so active. But at the onset of this program, I noticed that their activities, play-wise, reduced drastically, and they are now more curious, and inquisitive to certain things that have been used to before, which they don't give values to. Like most time, I have a laptop in home. They just use it to watch videos and play some games. But now they find it useful and engaging. And I myself, that I've been carrying that laptop over for some years now, I was wondering, can this laptop do all this thing as you are able doing it? Where did you bring all this thing up from the laptop? So I was wondering. So that curiosity also, got me also, that brought me here, actually to come and see what kind of magic they've done to them for these past 2 weeks. So that was they have been so occupied now, IT wise. Now they speak from the knowledge of what they have. Not that they are just trying to they speak. Sometimes I begin to wonder. I myself, I have to come to that level to learn from them. Before it was the other way around. I have to teach them this and this. But now I think I've been learning from them for these past 2 weeks. Those are some of those things that actually even brought me here, to witness this closing ceremony.
All right, sir. So, what would be your advice to other parents that will love their children, or maybe they've been seeing it from afar and they think that, oh, maybe this program is not useful to them? But what would be your advice to them, since that you've experienced the full capture of the whole thing right from the beginning of the program up to this moment? What would be your advice to them?
Firstly, I think my advice would be on the organizers first. That the awareness is not that so robust. I think that, so going from there, next time let the information be out prior to the closing of the session. Most kids didn't get to know. Some of them are already out of town on vacations, so that is that on that level. But if this program is coming up for the next session or so, I wish that at least at the onset of the third term in the school calendar, the informations and the awareness should be ringing louder in the town. So that is there. Then concerning parents, most parents, when it comes to ICT, we are of the analog type. Most people are of the analog generation. So the expectation is that everyone must go to university to get degrees and certificates. So, but the emphasis when they talk of going for ICT or whatever, all these kind of innovations or technological benefit, they don't see it as anything, so important. So, my advice is that the children now are in this jet age. For them to be able to compete favorably, most time now they are doing their exams online, CBT based. This information, this technology, this ICT that they have been, equipped with now, will allow them to do better. So I wish that they will allow them to go. Sometimes most parents also, they want this thing, but the financial constraint also pull them back, because it will be obvious that when the kid is into one of these ICT program, they might likely need a laptop or palm top or no phones that can be able to. They are foreseeing this ahead, so they technically avoid it by allowing them to be engaged, because if they do, they want to, and they don't want to stress themselves. But my advice is that it's worth trying. Let's allow them to go into this area, in this technology wise that we're talking about, so that their kids will stand a better chance in the nearest future, so that they will not come back and say, I wish I have allowed them then. It is earlier, the earlier the better, and the wiser for them doing so.
Thank you so much, sir. Here with me, I have a parent that would like to talk about their experience during the beginning of the program and the end of the program. I would like to know you, sir.
My name is Mr. Olonshola Adebayo. So I have a kid here that within these 2 weeks he learned something. He was registered in Scratch. So firstly I want to appreciate the organizers of this program. Actually, when I heard about it, so I felt very happy, because this is what people have been spending a lot of money to get. So, and it's coming to us here in Ekpe free of charge. So I determined that my child has to be a partaker of this, and I thank God for that. So my child, Oluwatishe Olonshola, was registered in Scratch department. So, ever since he has been attending this program, so I discovered that the first day when he came back after this program, when he came back home, he said, Dad, go and on the laptop. I want to practice. I I said, no, we can't use it now until they configure it for you, until they download the app on the disk. So I had to bring the laptop down to this program. So they downloaded the software. They made everything ready for him. So after that, he has been using that to practice, and he's very happy about it. So I really appreciate the organizer of this program.
Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.